Welcome back to the channel Picture Not Perfect. If you have not joined the Cocoa Bean family, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Videos typically come out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of every week at 2 o'clock p.m. If I'm unable to post, make sure you go ahead and follow Instagram Picture Not Perfect all together, because I do let you guys know, hey, not able to post, because sometimes technology fails us. Sometimes I had the videos ready and it just don't want to act right. So please forgive me ahead of time if that happens, but I do want to try to drop at least 3 videos a week. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If this is your first time tuning in, please go back and go through the playlist, see what videos may speak to you and what you may be going through. Watch those, like those, share those. Do whatever you gotta do to get the word out and better, because we are bettering, not perfecting. Picture Not Perfect. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we are going to talk about sister relationships. Now, if you tuned in earlier this week, we talked about brother relationships. Doing this video, it kind of slipped my mind, but I should have got Braxton's intake on sister and brother, since he does have a little sister. It would have been nice to get that take on how they deal with things, but I kind of just focused on men in general. Men buns, man buns, whatever you want to call it, how they overcome sticky situations. Do they stick true to bro code and all that good stuff? That's in that video, so go ahead and check that video out if you have not already. Those questions are the same questions that I put in for sister. I really wish that my sister could have been here, but work schedules are different. She got her thing with her friends, etc. So we're unable to, but we've known each other for some time now. So hopefully I answer these questions the way that she would want me to. And I think I know her pretty well, so I'm going to put our take in there. If I'm wrong, sissy, go ahead and drop it in the comments, so the Cocoa Bean family can get to know the both of us. But I'm pretty sure I got this. So let's get into it. Do you consider some friends closer to you than your blood? And what makes you consider friends family? The bond that we have is simple. Yes, I do have friends that I consider blood, because why not? Why not? Like, if you have people in your circle that are always there for you, intuitive to your needs and wants, they know you like the back of their hand, etc., that's family. You better than a friend to me if you can do all of that. My friends are everything, and a bag of chips. It feels so good to be able to say that, because a lot of people fall out with their friends after a couple of months or a few years go by, and then you just say, oh, we ain't clicking. My friends, like, these are friends who match my journey, if that makes sense. They're doing something for themselves. They are hustlers. They are motivators, and it's never one-sided. It's both of us putting in equal efforts. We understand each other. We understand each other's schedule. Can't be here, can't do this, can't do that, but it's always support at the end of the day. And what's more beautiful than that? I love y'all. How many sisters do you have? So I have one blood sister. One blood sister. She is 4 years younger than me, and she's like my Solange to my Beyonce. And growing up, we always used to say that, because she's a Cancer and I'm a Virgo. She's the yin to my yang. Like, yeah. That's my sis. That's my stink. Like, I love you so much, stink. I honestly wish she was here so y'all could see our energy. I think she's in some of the older videos, but that ain't it. Like, this right here needs to be done with her. But schedules, man, What is so special about having a sister? Name 3 beneficial things, and then what's not so special about having a sister. Maybe 3 things that can damage a sisterly bond. What is so special about having a sister? You have somebody that's gonna ride. My sister is definitely a rider. She does not play about me. She does not play about me. And I don't play about her. But what I mean, like, she's like hardcore. You ain't playing with nobody she loves. Her. She is so tough, and she's taught me that. I think that might be a question, like, is there something that you have taught? She's taught me to bring the toughness out more, because I'm sweet and sour chicken. She sour than sweet. She a sour patch. It take me a minute, I think, before I react and things like that. She's more of just your butt cheeks will be drawn together. You don't know what's about to come out her mouth. She's just very blunt with it. Definitely having a rider is very beneficial in a sister relationship. Having someone you can depend on to be there. I can probably call her up now. Well, she's busy right now, but you get it. If I call her now, she's busy right now, she's gonna call me as soon as she finishes. Like, always there. Another beneficial thing is friend for life. Like, not only is she your sister, but she is your friend. A friend for life. That's the most beautiful thing about a sister. And most sisters are understanding. Like, y'all may bicker back and forth, but y'all understand that. Other people are not gonna get that, you know? A sister understands that. Things that can damage a sisterly bond. Not hanging out, not spending time together, of course, that's with anything. Holding grudges, not being able to speak on certain things, and talking about one another. It's just, I really can't think of nothing else. Those are the 3 major things. Give us an example of a situation where y'all were heated, maybe even fought. How did you overcome that obstacle? The first thing that come to mind, I don't even know what we were arguing about. This is one thing about me and my sister. We may disagree on something and go back and forth because my sister is a Cancer. Stubborn to a certain extent. And if I'm over here thinking logically about something and I tell her this and she's stuck in her ways and it's her way or the highway, we can start to bicker. And I couldn't even tell you what it was that we argued about, but all I remember is pulling out a knife, and it was a wrap. How did we handle that situation? Well, we had to be quiet for a second and take a step back, and then we came back together, hugged it out, was like, we love each other, and da 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 da. Like, it didn't have to get that big, but you know, because my sister is very stubborn and she acts like this very bluntly on whatever she feels in that moment, it's hard to get her to think how you're thinking. You don't have to agree on everything, but it's so important to listen to the other side. When you actively listen instead of listen to respond, you get somewhere. And us as women, we can pop out, and don't take the time to just listen. Sometimes it's okay to be quiet, and so we do that with each other. Get over it. Like, that's your sister. Do you guys truly stick to sister code? And is there anything that is against sister code or completely off limits? I think that's self-explanatory. But do we stick to sister code? Yeah, we do. My sister and I are queens of each other are thinking. We know, but other people may not. We are the queen of that. Anything that's off limits, y'all know. Don't play. I don't have to go into detail about that. But yes, we stick to sister code. Women tend to gain the stereotype of being very soft-hearted. When it comes to you and your sister's emotions, how do you guys express love? Are y'all soft or whatever? Okay. So, I would consider myself smooth edge and my sister the rough edge. We both are active. Like, we love to go on adventures and do stuff. I don't mind getting in the mud. You know, hop on a four-wheeler, let's go. I love that stuff. She loves it. Growing up, I used to love to do it, but then I gotta run to the shower. Like, clean me up. Whereas my sister's like, oh, we done. Now it's time to fight the boys. Like, rough. Rough. And I come back, you know, I'm ready tag team, but I'm clean with it. You know, like, that's just me. I'm very soft. She is rough. Okay? Like, I told y'all, she don't play. But we balance each other out. Because now that we're getting older, she's calming down. She's rubbing that sandpaper on them rough edges, smoothing it out, buffering it over, and the roughness comes out when it needs to, you know? But she used to be very, very blunt, and so hiding emotions and stuff, never had to do that. And the older we get, I appreciate our relationship so much more because we've always been open with each other, and now we're even more open. Like, it's stuff that I don't even want to discuss. To this very day, that's still like little sis to me. So it's like, no. But I have to be like, this is a grown woman now. You know, this is your sister, but she's grown. So that's where I am now. Me being big sis, it was hard, and I'm pretty sure it was hard for her to share emotional things with me because I come from that protective place too. You know, big sisters, like second moms and stuff, like come from that protective place. And so I had to sit down with her one day and just was like, I don't ever want you to think that I'm your mother because, baby, I cannot handle it. Understand that your sister has been through certain things, have went through some of those same things. Listen to the lessons that I learned. Of course, do what you will, to each his own. Your life is your life. But know that your sister will never steer you wrong either. And 99.9% of the time, if she went through a situation and she handled it herself, she would come back and she'd be like, can we talk? You were right about it. So, but everybody gotta learn. And sisters out there who are very bossy and stuff to your younger sisters or vice versa, you pipe down. Because at the end of the day, you learned and they have to learn too. Same thing with brothers. If a brother is watching this, they gotta grow. Let them go. Let them fly the nest. At the end of the day, you did what you did. They gotta do what they do. But it's lessons in it all. But now that we're older, wiser, etc., we are able to sit down and be open. We're able to cry. I probably cry more than she does. But we're able to talk about emotional things and have a connection. That never lacked. Because we've always been like this. And it says, how do you express love? Between me and my sister, hugs. We go out, we buy each other things, we go on trips. I love you, girl. Bye. How have you and your sister grown in your relationship over the years? Because we're so close and we're kids at heart, a lot has not changed. But I will say we've grown through our experiences separately. And then we've grown with communication together. Whether that's talking about the experiences or just talking in general, you see the growth in one another, just more advanced. So instead of just joking around all the time, laughing and cracking up, we talk about some real stuff. We talk about family stuff and life, where we want to be, where we see each other, the level of growth and maturity that has come over the years shows in our communication. But yet we are able to still have fun. That's so important. And to anybody that's struggling having a conversation with your sister, it takes somebody going out on a limb and just keeping an open mind. Whatever you're going through, know that that is your sister. And if you really want the relationship, it may not come around when you approach the situation, but when your sister lets that guard down, they'll come around. So don't give up. If it's in your heart to fix something and get it right, don't give up. Sisters are some of the best that you can have. I wouldn't trade my sister for nothing in the world. Nothing. We can add to us, but I would never subtract her out of my life because she is dope. Okay? What do you and your sister do for fun? So again, we travel. We like to eat, try different things. My sister used to have the most blandest palate. Honey, chicken fingers and french fries everywhere we went. And I'm like, try something new. And now, she's like, I'm ready for this. Yeah. Yes. We pray together. We go to church. Anything that you can think of. We love adventures. So we're not turning down no challenges. We're very competitive. So it could be a dance battle to just break out of nowhere. We have rap battles. We do all that. So we just have fun. Live in the moment. Laugh. Like, I might just start laughing randomly, and then she start laughing, and then we continue to laugh, and we build off each other's laughs. And yeah, end up crying, stomach hurting. Like, we just have fun. Do we have anything in common? Any weird habits? I don't think so. Anything in common? We're opposites, but we attract. So I don't think we have anything in common besides the liking of certain foods. Like, we love seafood, crab legs, and all that good stuff. I don't think that really counts. Who's more sensitive? Me. However, it may be equal. And I say that because there's a lot of tough people who are more sensitive than people that are sensitive, but they don't allow that emotion to show. And that's where I think my sister can come in sometimes, because she holds back her emotions. She don't want to show them all the time, depending on the situation. And sometimes we can be talking about something and she gets in her feelings, and I'm like, but she'll just be talking. It's not like she's crying or nothing. Where I guess in my head, when you think of somebody being super sensitive, it's like, oh, they like to cry or whatever. Like, I don't mind crying. Sometimes my crying is me being mad. It's not me being sad. So sensitive just depends. But thinking of it in the light of my sister, she may be more sensitive, but she just doesn't show it, if that makes sense. Are we daddy's girls? Hi, Dad. If you see this, I love you. Yes, that is our Superman. You talking about when we were little, man come in the house and we running down the hall to jump in his arms? Yes. stereotype of daddy's girls on us, we are spoiled with love, not with things. The family is filled with love. It's no spoiled brattiness. Ugh. Make me cringe, honey. We work hard around here. Hustle for what you want. But the love is always there. It's a difference between the two. It's a lot of stereotypes that daddy's girls are spoiled and, oh daddy, I need some money. Oh dad, I need this and oh dad, I need that. Trust me, if I went to my dad and I really, really needed something, we're gonna have a talk about why I need it, what it's for, and he might give it, but he's more of a lessons type person. He don't just give stuff. My dad is frugal, so that lets you know right there. We have to work for what we get. Period. But are we daddy's girls? Yes. Mm-hmm. Mommy's girls? Yeah. More dads? Love you, mommy. Love you, love you, love you. We are definitely moms. We're both, but, and if you had to choose which is which, I'm probably more of a mom's girl, and my sister is more of a daddy's girl, but I don't play about neither one. And she won't be there. So my sister goes back and forth with my mom more. And I don't go back and forth with nobody. I'm neutral. Key always stirring up the pot. Any advice to give sisters out there that may have a broken bond? Fix it. Fix it. Sit down. Love on one another. There's a pandemic outside. Like, we are in the middle of death all around. You never know when that last breath is going to be taken by either one of you. Put the pride aside. Put your big girl panties on and fix it. There may be some traumas. There may be some things that you have to overcome. But fix it. Take baby steps. But take strides in the right direction. All that bickering is for the birds. And depending on what it's on, I know whatever situation you might be going through, it may be too tough, but put a mediator in the room, somebody that don't even know the situation, because sometimes it can be sister and sister with family members trying to fix everything. It don't work like that. Put another mediator in there. Go to counseling. Get some help. Fix your bond. With any relationship that you have, never go to bed mad, because you don't know if you're going to wake up. Sisters are important. Sisters show you the ropes. Sisters are your lifetime best friends. Sisters are people you're supposed to be able to count on. Sisters are that it factor when you feel alone. You're never alone because of that sister bond that keeps y'all so close. When we're me and my sisters, if I don't speak to her 2 or 3 days, I'm like, ring. And sometimes I just text every day, like just a hey, and when she responds, my day is made and I don't bother her no more. Like, do something. Do something. Don't count yourself short. Don't miss out on a blessing, because a sister is a blessing. A brother is a blessing. I don't have blood brothers, but I have some homies out there. Shout out to J Biggie and them that really hold things down as a brother and a friend, and it's beautiful. You can ask them anything. They're telling you what's good. Some friends ain't gonna be as real with you as a blood sister or a blood brother. So it's so important to keep that connection strong. You all you got. When them friends disappear and one backstabbing you in the back, guess who's there? Your blood. So fix it. Is there anything in everyday life you see that you wish women would do to help other women as a whole? The one thing that I would like to see change in sisterhood is the inability to love one's self. The lack of self-love in the women community, the fact that a lot of women feel like they gotta look this way to feel loved, the jealousy, the envy, it is at its all-time high, and it's so sad. Every woman is starting to look the same, and you fixing the outside isn't fixing the inside. Your insecurities, all of that shines bright through the attitude. You may be pretty to look at, that booty may be nice, but unless you have taken the proper strides to learn how to self-love in a healthy way, take care of yourself in a healthy way, before doing all of that, and women need to come together and tell these other women that have these insecurities, like, honestly, and I know a lot of people may not agree with this. They might be like, oh, well, I just want my body done or whatever. I honestly think there should be a class given before you get your body done. And I mean a class and some psychological therapy, psychological healing, all that. Because you may turn around and look in that mirror and be like, I'm beautiful. And I don't think a lot of women have people telling them that or whatever, because otherwise you wouldn't be on that operating table doing what you're doing. Honestly, personally, I have no problem, to each his own on what you do with their body. But it's so many women out here that get stuff done and you don't see what goes on behind the scenes. And I want to shout out to B. Simone and her sister, who were very transparent with her sister's operation and things like that. You don't know what goes on with that, the pain, etc., and all the massages and stuff that you gotta keep up. And it's a lot of people that regret, not saying that she did, I'm just saying thank you for being so open, because they opened my eyes to be like, woo. More power to these sisters out here. But it's the upkeep and stuff. You don't keep that up, then baby, you're gonna be flopping, and you don't want to flop. So women, uplift women, support women genuinely, so we can help our sisters build that confidence that they need to feel beautiful in the skin that they are in. If you do that because you want to. And B. Simone's sister wanted to do that. She wanted that. You have to want it, and she still is beautiful and still have the confidence. That's how it's supposed to be. Don't get a body to get confident, because something will break that confidence. You need to already come with it. Have that self-love, ladies. Get strong. And if ain't nobody around you telling it, set your mind. It's all in the mind, guys. Change your mind. Tell yourself who you are. Boss up. You don't need all that to look and feel good. The healthiest thing you can do is eat healthy and work out. Have a relationship with God and speak positive over your life. That's it. But everybody wants the quicker way of doing things. And sometimes that quicker way is you taking 20 steps back on the Monopoly board. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, ladies. So I would love for women to get out here and support one another genuinely. Sisters are your best friends. And I hope you guys took a little something away from this video. I know that my sister bond isn't like everybody out there. But my mom instilled in me at a young age that your siblings are all that you have. When grandmother is gone, grandpa is gone, mother and father are gone, those are the individuals that you are left with, along with your cousins, etc. So get to know them, love them, cherish them, build a relationship with them, because nobody can do this thing alone. Friendships, relationships are here for a reason on earth. Understand the reason why people are being placed there. Life is too short. Stop the bickering. Don't go to sleep mad at anybody that you're supposed to love. Learn how to love. Sisterhood is forever. I love you, Stink. I love you, all the sisters out there. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.